Yeah, that's me. Now, I know what you're thinking. Really? Demonetized? This early? It's only been a year. And you know what? You're probably right. But I can't help it. You see, it all started back in high school. Back in 2017, I graduated high school. 7 years later, in 2024, I discovered Fulgrim's ass.
There are few things in the 41st millennium as imposing and breathtaking as Fulgrim's ass. It is said that when Fulgrim walked the halls of his flagship, the pride of the Emperor, those that weren't superhuman had to wear specifically designed and licensed headgear to shield their ears from the clap of the Primarch's cheeks. Even Adeptus Astartes could not protect themselves from the wrath of Fulgrim's cake. It is said that the 3rd Legion's participation in the Dropsite massacre began with Fulgrim leaping from orbit, and as he descended through the stratosphere and landed upon the surface, his bakery shielded him from both atmospheric re-entry and impact, leaving 2 craters upon Isfahan's surface that remain there to this very day. One could even argue that without Fulgrim's cake, Horus could never have achieved what he did.
Wow. You know, the things that they write for 40k lore, I'm telling you, it's absolutely ridiculous. Mind you, it's not as ridiculous as the actual model for Fulgrim. And let me explain. You see, in the stock photos of the Primarch Fulgrim model, you will find that he is adorned with a nice lovely backskirt that covers up his extremities. But what they don't tell you, at least on the box art, is underneath that backskirt lies one of the finest bakeries that you, as a 40k enjoyer, will ever lay your eyes upon. But here's the thing. Fulgrim is the Slaanesh demon Primarch, and as Slaaneshi things go, I feel like I need to have my cake and eat it too. And so that begs the question. Fulgrim's butt is fairly large, but why isn't it bigger? In fact, why don't I just make it bigger? You see, this video is going to be the story of how I supersized Fulgrim's ass. I think it's about this time that I should explain what exactly is the plan with Fulgrim. I'm going to do what any individual naturally would do if they have a large butt-sized Fulgrim, and that is to shove it in other people's faces. For the next month, I will be bringing Fulgrim to all different forms of 40k events and gatherings, with the idea being that I will be playing Fulgrim so long as in between events, I will increase the size of Fulgrim's butt just that little bit more. And then the question will become, will anyone notice? Or more importantly, will anyone compliment Fulgrim's backside? After a full day of rolling dice, I came home exhausted and ready for bed. But more importantly, I was feeling pretty dissatisfied. Not with the actual tourney, of course. The tourney itself was great. The games were fun, and people even commented on the splendor of Fulgrim's behind. But no, that's not what frustrated me. I was discontent because I knew that I could be doing better. And more specifically, I knew that Fulgrim could be doing better. So, with the first event done, it was time to begin making some modifications. Hello? How do I make Fulgrim's ass bigger?
I can say I have experience with this, so you've come to the right person.
Yes, Mr. PlaidHobbies, friend of the channel and fellow enjoyer of Fulgrim's cheesy bread bowl.
Fulgrim has a very large ass, you know.
He absolutely does. It was the first thing I noticed when I took the sprues out of the box.
After our little Panera Bread celebration, Plaid began to tutor me on how to properly supersize Fulgrim's behind, and he recommended epoxy.
You get the sandability of millipods. You can perfect it and you can polish it and get it as smooth as a bowling ball. A little puff of like a red wash to give it that like a rosiness, you know what I mean? Just in the center of each cheek, I think would be perfect.
I'm sorry, did you just say that Fulgrim's ass needs to be molded like a bowling ball?
Yeah. Well, what other way would the Emperor's children have it?
Now, to save myself a bit of sanity as well as to give this video some semblance of a narrative flow, I've divided the supersizing of Fulgrim's behind into phases. Now, what does this mean? Well, phase 1 is the natural state of Fulgrim's ass. It is out of the box, stock, all natural. And it's not bad, word for the fact that I want more. And so, with that in mind, I'd like to introduce you to phase 2. Now, I would say this is starting to get impressive. It's pretty good, except for the fact that it does make Fulgrim look a little bit like a scaly baboon. Maybe that's part of the Slaneshi brand. But even if I think this is good, what are other people going to think about it? Well, with another team tournament right around the summer corner, I was ready to make a very strong impression. Well, that didn't go very well. So what exactly went wrong with today's tournament? Well, long story short, no one really noticed the supersizing of Fulgrim's peaches. In fact, over the course of the entire day, I only got one comment regarding Fulgrim. And even better, the timing of that comment was when I was cleaning up, precisely when I wasn't filming.
No, this isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on. What? What am I fighting for?
So, that leaves me with one distinct question. Why? Why is it not working? Why aren't people interested in Fulgrim? I've been trying to upgrade him and no one's noticing. What is wrong? Well, there's actually one very likely culprit for this, and that is probably the list that I was bringing. You see, I wanted to try a sort of Emperor's Children rushdown list, something which can full send turn 1. And in my eyes, there was no better way to do that than to run 3 Helldrakes.
Why are you the way that you are?
3 Helldrakes is an interesting concept and is probably something I should do a video on in the future. But it does take away from the marvel that is Fulgrim. And that kind of defeats the purpose when I'm trying to make a video about supersizing Fulgrim's ass. So, it's time to get back to the drawing board and time to make a list that makes Fulgrim the fulcrum. But before that, I think it's time to do a bit more sizing up. That's pretty sour. It's summertime here in Tokyo. Students are out on their summer vacation, and salarymen are still inside, likely in an office without an aircon. That doesn't change what I have to do, however. In phase 3, there were 2 clear objectives. One was the sizing of Fulgrim's back. Epoxy was taken out again, and it was time to make a few minor adjustments just to make it ever so slightly larger. But in addition to that, it was time to make a few competitive changes to the lists. Helldrakes were taken out and in came Infractors, Tormentors, as well as some winged Demon Princes. Now all that's left is to take it to some events. I'm just gonna have to find some. You see, right now we are in the middle of the Tokyo summer heat wave. And with that, it means that the earliest event that we can actually attend is going to be on August 22nd. And that's quite a ways away. Then there's another problem, which is maybe Fulgrim's butt is getting a bit too large. You know, I've been sizing this thing up and pretty soon I'm gonna be able to start drawing line of sight from this thing. It's gonna be modeling for advantage. And is that going a bit too far? Not really sure, but it's getting me pretty concerned.
Hello, this is Deadlifts for the Dark Gods speaking. How can I help you?
Yeah, Eli, look, it's me. I just gotta talk to you about Fulgrim, dude. He's getting too caked up. It's too much.
What do you mean too caked up, Julius? Let me see. I'll be the judge of... Julius, that's nothing. Even I have a bigger ass than that. What happened?
Eli, I've been working on this project for a month. Can you... Look, man, if that's gonna be how it is, like, can I just quit? Like, I gotta move on to other things. That's not...
Quit? Quit? No, you cannot quit. You know what, Julius? You have no idea how to deliver. You just can't deliver, can you? You know what you promised me? You promised me a Fulgrim cake, okay? You promised me a lore-accurate Fulgrim cake, just like the books say. Just like I said in the lore video that you asked me to make. You asked me to make that video, Julius, and I was gonna get Fulgrim cake after I made that video. Huh? Do you remember that? What did you promise me? What did you promise me, Julius?
I promised you a juicy slice of Fulgrim cake.
Oh, what was that? What was that? What did you say? Can you say that louder for me, huh? Please?
I promised you a juicy slice of Fulgrim cake.
Yeah, did you? Say it like you mean it, Julius.
I promised you a juicy slice of Fulgrim cake!
That's right, Julius! That's right! Huh? That is correct! How about you show me the cake? Huh? Say it! Are you gonna show me the cake? You should show me the cake, Julius! Where's the cake?
I'll show you the cake!
Again! Say it again!
I'll show you the cake!
Have I gotten my cake? Have I gotten my cake, Julius?
No!
That's right! You didn't deliver! It's not here! It's gonna be here! You're gonna give me that cake! Bring me the cake! Bring it to me ASAP! Or else I expect it now! Yesterday!
I usually try to end these videos with a sort of, what can we learn from this story? And truth be told, there's honestly not a lot to be learned from this one. Yeah, Fulgrim's ass sure has gotten big. But what did it mean in the end? Nothing. No, nada. You know, in a way, this is a sort of lore-accurate Fulgrim. In the search for the perfect ass, he may have lost the one that's perfect for him. Still, I don't think that's going to stop anyone. Thanks for watching.
Ooh.